Welcome back to Sunday League Football. Pre-season continues, and after last week's poor performance, we'll be looking to bounce back with a better one. A hell of a lot of people not happy with us last week, but just remember, it's pre-season and it's Sunday League Football as well, and we are putting ourselves up against better opponents. This might sound crazy, but at this point of the season, I would genuinely rather lose to a good team than go and tank some team 12-0. You don't learn nothing from that. Our previous two opponents and this one today could easily join our league and win it if they wanted to. That's the sort of opponents that we want to be playing. Talking of opponents, today's opponents go by the name of DONS. Quite a few of you in the comments have been asking us to play them for some time. We're making it happen. We're not backing down. We understand a few teams out there don't really want to play this team. And having watched pretty much all of their videos, which I'm a fan of by the way, links are in the description, I can see why some people might be a little bit intimidated. But as I say, we're not going to back down from a challenge, and this is the team that's going to line up against them today. Okay, keeper issues continue, so we've had to bring Sean in from the reserves once again. We've got a back three of Graham, Tony, Rich. Left wing back we've got Knowlesy. Right wing back it's Lee. In the middle we've got Elliot, Tommy and Shane. And then up top for today we've got Nick and Lewis. On the bench we've got Danny returns from his honeymoon in Mauritius. We've also got Josh, as well as Kieran and Connor, who haven't yet turned up. So that is all of the formalities out the way. We've been considered underdogs in this one. So let's hope we can prove those people wrong. But more importantly, let's get a performance. Let's go.
Just on the fence, then we play it side.
It's always interesting to jump into conversations halfway through. I had no idea what Andrew was going on about there. But we've got the number 13 at the back here, who's under a lot of pressure from Nick and Elliot here. Nick then puts it through to Lewis on this near side. He's just got the one man to beat, but instead he shoots, beats the keeper, but that's also past the post. Unlucky. So we're trying to knock the ball about, make him chase it, wear them down a bit. It's exactly what happened to us last week, but Graham's giving the ball to Shane. He loses out to the number 3 who beats Graham. He's in on goal here. All he has to do is put it past Sean. He does. That's also past the post as well. And while we're here, apologies in advance for the amount of times people are going to get in the way today. He's nicking possession on the edge as he loses out to the number 8, drags him back, and that's going to be a free kick, says the ref. Free kick comes in, it's over the wall, into Sean. He does well to hang on to that one. It's Tommy Tom picking the ball up in the middle of the park, sticking it out to Tony. Nice little touch from him to bring it down there as he plays it forward to Nosey. He then plays it once more for Nick. Under pressure from the 13, so made to go back, but goes inside for Elliot. Not the best touch from him, but he recovers well as he sticks it forward for Knowlesy, who's continued his run into the box as he sticks it across for Lewis.
Yeah. Yes! Good football, Palmers!
There he is, popping up once again. It is, of course, Lewis on the end of a Knowlesy cross this time. Great start to the game for us. That's Palmers FC 1. SC Dons 0. And so we kick off. And pretty much straight away, they're going to be sticking it onto their wings. This is where they seem to be most dangerous. It's number 2 that's getting forward there, but Lee's taking that off of him. That's out for a corner. So Tomo's not playing ball today in more ways than one. He's not going to budge. Unfortunately, you will be missing parts of this game. He's telling us to go forward, but there's not really much room to go forward. But eventually the corner's taken, and it's Shane with a good defensive header. Here come the Dons again in possession as the ball's played into the 2. First time to the 10. Back to the 2. It's good football from them. They've completely skied that out the park. New balls, please. There you go. Have a ball. Goal kick's taken, but we're eventually made to put this one out. Ref doesn't like this ball. Can we have another one? Oh, pink. Very nice. No good, though. We do eventually get a white ball onto the pitch, which is accepted by the ref. It's played out to this near side to the number 7. This is one we've got to watch today. Tomo gets in the way. Couple of step overs as he puts the ball in, but Graham's there to clear. You can see how hungry this team are. Number 10 on Tony there, making him play across to Rich here. And the number 9 pouncing on him here to win it back for the Dons. And as the ball's picked up and played down the line to the number 7, Tommy's on hand to cover. Well done, that man. It's Tommy Tom now, sticking it out to this near side, up the other end, and yep, same issues. Same old issues. And the only thing you can do is get up and tell people, and they will listen until the next time. Next time, they're going to be in the way again. Talking of which... But anyway, we continue to lead in this game, but the Dons are hungry. They want to get a goal back as soon as possible, and it's with their tricky number 7 here, who's got beyond Rich. Takes a shot from distance, but that's not going to trouble Sean. It's a familiar sight, number 7 on this side once again. Lee's having his work cut out at right wing back today, I must admit. He's allowed to play the ball inside towards the number 8, who flicks it on to the number 2. He then drags that back as he looks to get beyond Shane. Plays it into the number 3, who gets beyond Graham, but Elliot's there to win the ball back for us. Good defending from the boys there. Nope, you're not watching the same clip as before. You are watching number 7 bomb it down the line again, and once again, as you can see, the red shirt of Tomo is in the way. Good defensive work from Nick, though. That's a corner. Corner's sent in, and after that, wow, I feel a little bit sick, heavy-handed from Andrew there, as Tony looks to clear. We're looking to get the seconds here as number 13 wins it and nods it back. And now we're with the number 10, who plays it into the 3 on the edge. Knocks it back for the 13, who shoots, but it's a good save from Sean there. And he puts it round the post for another corner. And so the corner is taken short by the number 7. It's played back. Little pressure on him, allowing him to put the ball into the box. That's 1-1. Absolute gift. We move on. Kick off, and it's not long before they're looking to get a second as it's played into the number 8 centre midfield, completely torn apart. There is a ball over the top to the number 3. He hits it, looks to be going in, but Rich does well to clear that off of the line and out for a corner. And so as the corner's taken, looks like Kieran's here. Connor's on the field now. He's replaced Nick, as you can see. He's walking straight in front of the camera. Nice one, mate. We do eventually get a glimpse of what's happening. Number 7 at it again. He looks to go around Lee, but he's run that out, and that's going to be a goal kick. I'll tell you what, the Dons are getting their use out of their semi-professional number 7, and why not when he can do things like this?
Every time. His number, every time.
Offside.
Oh dear, calls for offside, but it's not given by Troy on the far side. That's 2-1 to the Dons, who have turned it around. And so we're doing this again. We're kicking off. And here I am saying it once again. Number 7 on the ball, but Kieran wins that back, who's on the field now. Josh with the tackle. Shane's in there as well. But somehow, some way, the number 7 is still battling away with the ball. And Josh, who won the ball just a second ago, is going in for seconds, but of course, we can't see it.
That's it! Well in, Josh! Great challenge!
It's actually a pretty poor challenge, but what it has done is let our opponents know that we're not going to be rolled over today. We're going to be physical, and hopefully from here on in, we're going to try and get back into the game. Don's still in possession with a throw on this near side into the number 5. If you've ever wondered what Nick's back looks like, there you go, up close and personal. Number 5 then gets the cross in for the number 9, but he sees his effort loop over the bar. A little bit of respite for the defenders as Kieran comes forward now. He's got options to his left and right. He's used the right in Lewis here, who's got number 12 on him. Sticks the ball one way, goes round the other, looks to put it into Connor, but the defender blocks that. Almost stuck it into his own net there, but the keeper reacted well. That's a corner. What's going on here? Oh, where is it? It's certainly somewhere. Where is it? Oh, keeper punches it out to Lewis on the edge, who hits it. That's well handled by him, and now the Dons are looking to go on a counter from this goal kick. It's long over the halfway line here. Over Dan's head, in fact, who's under pressure from the number 9. Does get it out to Tony, but he's headed it straight back to our opponents, who gives it to the 5. He could maybe go on and take a shot, but it's good pressure from Tony. Number 9 leaves it for the free. Dan's gone in there with a challenge. Very late from him, and that's going to be a free kick on the edge of the box. But this just shows what we're up against. Very, very quick players today. Luckily, he does get back to his feet, and he's ready to get on with the game. So it's the number 10 that steps up to take this one. Good goal, actually, look. But wrong goal. Score stays 2-1. Here's a ball that's played forward to Kieran. Loose ball picked up by the number 2, but isn't given a chance by Elliot, who wins it back for us. It falls to Lewis out here. He looks to go beyond his man, put it into the box, but number 13 with a slide there. That's just bounced out for a corner as the keeper collects. So it's Knowles that sends this one into the box. On the end of it is Kieran, but it's a looping one rather than any power behind it. And the keeper collects easily. We've had a few more runs down the line, and of course the usual suspects have been getting in the way. So we've done as they've suggested, and we're putting it bang on the halfway line, but we've had to put it a lot more forward. Don't get sick. I've tried explaining the further forward you put it, the more zoomed in it's going to be. It's already zoomed in as it is. So for anything on the near side, you're going to have shots like this now. As it's Lewis that looks to put a ball in for Connor here, but that's headed away by the 13. Here we've got the number 10 running forward now. No one putting anything on him here as he's allowed to put it into the number 9, who turns. Looks to get the shot in, but Rich is there to nick it away from him. Could have gone in his own net, to be fair, but he's gone out for the corner, luckily. As you can see, this corner caught everyone off guard, even Andrew on the camera as he's out towards the number 7. Connor has a good go with him here, but despite being on the floor, he still retains the ball. Almost impossible to get off of as he pips it into the back post.
Jack. Oh! He deserves it.
And with a nasty deflection to take it away from Sean there, that's 3-1 to the Dons. But not impossible to get back into. Just need to make sure our heads don't drop. We're kicking off, but it is the Dons that smell blood. They want to get more goals in this as the number 2 plays it into the number 10. First time into the 3, back to the 10. Good football from them, but Tommy Tom's having none of that. Fantastically timed challenge from him to get beyond the number 9 as well. Pokes it out to Connor. Lovely turn from him to get past the number 13. But he puts it over the top, and that's where that attack fizzles out, unfortunately. Oh, look who it is. Number 7 bombing down this near side again. Going towards Rich this time. There's not much you can do against players like this other than show them down the line. Rich has done well to hold him up. He's tried to go inside, and it's come off of Rich and out for a corner on that far side. That is then taken into the number 10. Kieran's on his case and wins it back. Plays it into Dan here, and now we can get on our way, see if we can get a goal before the half-time whistle goes. Dan plays it out. It's up to Connor here. He's under pressure from the number 8. Nice little turn to get away from him. He's got Lee in space on the far side there, but he's opted to put the ball over the top once again to Lewis. But it's over hit and straight into the keeper's arms. We've quickly managed to get the ball back as Rich is allowed to travel forward. He spotted Kieran on the edge here, who chests it down for Connor with the left. But that's not going to beat the keeper, unfortunately. And that was the final chance of the half. So it started well, and then the Dons got into their rhythm, and we end this half 3-1 down. But anyway, it's time to give a couple of you guys a shout out for those that have bought the new kit. Thank you very much. And of course, thank you very much to our sponsors, Kit Locker, for the sponsorship and of course handling it all. If you haven't got a shirt yet, you can grab it from palmersfc.co.uk. Just like William Island, gone for the long sleeve version of our home kit. According to him, this kit looks unreal. Moving on to Jakey boys, grabbed the away shirt with a number 10 on the back, and he says he actually loves it. I'm glad he does. That would have been awkward if he didn't. Nice one, Jake. You can tell this person's happy. Multiple photos. That's always a good sign. And it's Jev Official, who's grabbed a 77 on the back. And finally, over on Instagram, hello there, Tom. He's got the away kit. Looks like he might have gone out for a little bit of a jog. I'm not too sure. But either way, enjoy your kit, mate. So here we go, second half. If we're going to get back into this, we need to start this half like we did in the first half. Said half quite a few times there, but anyway, let's crack on.
And again!
So yeah, I did just say that we need to start this half like we did in the first, but anything but, unfortunately, as Andrew lags behind on the camera. It's a long ball over to that far side where, obviously, the number 7 is. Step overs galore as he looks to turn Rich in there. Dan dives in as number 7 gets onto his left.
There you go, game over. So that's what happens when you stand off of them. But hey, what the fuck do I know, eh?
I tell you what, if there's any silver lining when it comes to conceding the goal, it's Andrew. He's definitely got away with words, and just a minute into this second half, we find ourselves 4-1 down. And so we kick off, and I'm pretty sure at this point in the video, a lot of people have paused it, maybe starting to comment about how crap we are. It's not what it used to be, and this player and that player should drop down to the reserves. They're not good enough, when I've quite clearly explained that the reserves isn't downwards, it's another team under the Palmer's bracket, and the only reason we called them reserves was to link the two teams. It was the only way the FA would allow us to do it. But anyway, listen, I'm putting this up against these teams because they've got a higher standard of player. They're going to make us work harder, and this is what pre-season is all about. It's all about fitness, and we don't train during the season. It's just about fun. This is our day to come together as mates and have a good time. Talking of a good time.
Yes.
Yep, Nick's just risen above the keeper. That's 4-2 to the Dons now. If you've ever heard of the longest 90, Nick's giving it right back to him.
Come with us! Come and play!
Oh, brilliant. Oh, fucking 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. That's brilliant.
So yeah, it's 4-2. Let's kick off. And as expected, the Dons are back on it. And we know Lee's quick, but number 7's even quicker. But he's done well to keep up with him there. He's put that out for the corner. That corner is then whipped into the box. Lee involved once again here as he heads it out for a throw. That throw's then taken, sent into the number 5. Elliot's not giving him an inch there. Doesn't seem happy with the challenge, but it was fair enough. Throwing comes in once again, and we've been a bit slack on the marking. It's into the number 7. He was allowed to put the cross in here. On the end of it is number 11, who gets a foot to it, but that goes wide of the goal. It's Tommy Tom now, who's been behind pretty much everything positive for us today, spreading those balls left, right and centre, and he sticks this one out to Rich. He then spots the run of Lee at right wing back, who's getting forward, but his man's got the yards on him. It's number 3, in fact, who's been pushed out to the corner there. Good pressure from Lee, and he's won us a throw. And so it's Lewis on that far side to take the throw. Into Kieran, who chests back down to Lewis, gets beyond the first man, plays it in between 2 defenders. Into Kieran, who's got Elliot in support, but he can't get it to him, surrounded by 3 players. He's got to go back out to Lee this time, who sticks it into the box, on for Josh.
Oh, fucking hell, wrong goal.
Left, Josh, left!
Still searching for another goal as Shane gets it under control, plays the 1-2 with Tommy as he gives it forward to Nick. On the turn, gets it onto that right of his as he hits it. That's deflected off of the number 13, and the keeper stops that one going out for a corner. Bond's now looking to get back on top with the number 7 over the far side. He plays it inside to the number 10, who plays it once more, but it's a good interception from Shane. All he's got to do is poke it through to Nick, but he's had a right mare there, and he stuck it straight through to the keeper. More hustling from us now as Josh wins the ball off of the number 10, puts it into Kieran, who plays it forward up to Nick. He's got the 13 on him here as he plays it inside, and yeah, now our opponents are in the way. So we missed this, which was a nasty clash of knees. Shane coming off the worst, and that's going to be his day over. Moving on, we've got a ball over the top from the Dons. Graham half clears as it's played into the number 2. Tommy looks to win it back, but the ref's given a free kick.
Oh, really? Not even one person's appealed for that.
Yep, true story, but we've got to go with what's given. And here is that free kick, which number 7 takes. Should we move on from that one as well? 5-2 Dons. And yeah, we're kicking off. It's just a little bit frustrating. I feel like overall we've been the better team in this second half so far. Yet we've conceded 2 goals and fired ourselves 5-2 down as we get ourselves a corner there. But you don't get everything you deserve in football, do you? As Lewis sends this ball into the box towards Kieran. But our opponent gets ahead of him, and that's another corner on the other side. Here's Lewis now sending that into the box towards that back post. Kieran looks to get up, but the keeper gets ahead of him and catches easily. We continue to press in this second half as Elliot picks the ball up, plays it forward to Nick, who gets beyond the 14 here. Opportunity to shoot, but it's on his weaker left. He's been forced out in the end there, and that gets us another corner. Lewis on the end of this one once again. It's a dangerous one as well. Caught the keeper off guard. Could have been going in, but he readjusted himself. It's fallen out to Tommy, who shoots. And that is cleared once more. Been a good little period for us as we continue to boss a possession. Tommy Tom spotting the run of Josh here as he drives forward, who then pokes it onto Lewis, who's got a little bit of space here. He makes his way into the box, fires it with the right, That's always rising. Throw now from Lee on the far side, who sends it down the line to Nick, who's in a little bit of space. Got the number 2 on his case, and that goes out for the corner. Questions around the standard of this ball now. Ref's not happy with it. And to be fair, it's not the best at all, something you give the kids to kick about. But the good news is I've stopped what I'm doing in this video. I've actually just ordered a load of new balls, so they'll be here ready for our next match. But just a quick request to the team, if we can get the ball on target and not into the bushes, that would be much appreciated. Anyway, it's Connor to take the corner this time, and on the end of it is Nick. Free header. He headed that well over the bar. As you can see, we continue the good possession in this second half as Nick throws it into Lee. Lee back to Nick here. He's beating the offside trap, but number 3 gets the ball off him. And that's another corner. Now it's Nosey to take the corner. Good delivery. Nick on the end of it once again. But it's good composure from the defender there to nod it into the keeper's arms. More pressure now. Tommy Tom Tom being chased down. He's found a little bit of space for himself and sticks it out to Lee. He then plays it back inside to Tommy, who gives it back to Lee, keeping the ball moving as he drives forward now. He makes his way over that halfway line into Elliot. Don't think he wanted it there, but he's gone forward anyway. He loses out to the number 6, but gets back up and wins it back for us. Kieran gets involved now. Tries the back heel into Elliot, which the 6 looks to cut out, but falls over. Elliot brings it forward, taken out by the number 4 on the edge of the box. And that, my friends, is going to be a free kick. We've had a load of corners this second half, and nothing's come from it. Can we get anything from this free kick, which is a bit closer in? Sent in by Nosey. But again, good defensive work from our opponents. It's out to Lee here. He's hit it straight back and has almost got too much on it. And that goes out for a goal kick. Here we come again. Lee spots Connor in the box from the throw as he looks to switch the play over to this near side where Nosey is. Good touch from him to get it down, but he's swiped at that. Again, we're not testing the keeper. Tommy now once again with the ball, looking for a pass, and he's giving it to Kieran, but that is intercepted by the number 3, who sticks it forward once more for the number 9, who looks to be in on goal here. He's being chased down by Dan as he sticks it across for the number 11. Great challenge from Elliot there. Looks to be rolling in, but Dan's on the line to stop that from going in. Good defensive work from the lads. Here we've got Graham now picking the ball up at the back and playing it forward to Lee. He spotted the run of Connor as he makes his way towards the edge of the box, gets it onto that left of his and fires it.
Time, boys!
Finally, we get something, and I think we deserve it based on this second half, as Connor hit this ball with his left. I think the keeper did get a touch there, but he wasn't able to stop it going in off the crossbar and into the back of the net. That's Palmer's FC 3, SC Dons 5. Here's the comeback on, maybe a little bit too late as we kick off. Looks like we're in search of a fourth as Elliot puts it out to Graham here. Not too sure what he's doing up there from centre back, but it's number 4 that gets the better of him, puts it out for a throw. Time to use one of Elliot's assets. It's the long throw into the box, just as good as a corner, but the keeper's equal to that one, as Connor looks to have knocked him out there. Either that or it's a little bit of time wasting. Maybe the latter. Maybe the longest 90's gone out the window now. Anyway, eventually throws that one out. It's over our opponent's head, bounces into the path of Graham, who gives it to Elliot. Elliot spots Connor in a little bit of space. As he picks that one up, he's taken out, and that's going to be a free kick. So it's Lewis that delivers this one into the box, but they've got a keeper that comes for everything, and he gets that one clear. Despite not having the possession at the moment, we're still chasing everything down. Dan a little bit clumsy there, and that is going to be a free kick. They've taken this one short. I don't think we've switched on here. The number 3 puts it over to the unmarked number 11. He sticks it over the top of Sean. It's also over the bar as well. We're still looking for goals as we come forward here with Lewis, who puts it down the line once more for Kieran, who's got Connor in space if he wants, and he uses him as well. Everyone's bombing forward trying to get this next goal, including Nosey, who picks up the ball from Connor as he makes his way into the box. He then sticks a dangerous ball across the 6 yards, but no one can get on the end of it. And that goes out for the goal kick. Chance for the Dons late on, and the build up to this was very, very impressive. You can see them showboating lots of skills, but Andrew's struggling to keep up as it was all on this side, and we've already been made to zoom in. But the ball's played from number 7 into the number 3, which Sean makes the save, and Tommy Tom Tom puts an end to that with that tackle. But I'm pretty sure they'll put the full build up to that in their video, no doubt. Here's Tony now at the back, playing it out to Lee. Tony's actually continued his run as well. We look to get men forward to try and get another goal back. Connor then sticks it forward once more towards Connor, who draws in the number 4. Nice little step over to get beyond him there as he cuts it back to Lee. Falls to Tony, but Lee's taking it back off of him as he puts it across to Nosey, who hits it, but that is over the bar. So there you have it. Much better performance this week. Obviously, we didn't get the result, but like I say, we're up against a very, very good side here. A lot of these players play at a much higher standard as well. And I think in the second half especially, we gave a good account of ourselves. A couple of individual errors pegged us back a couple of times, but what are you going to do? You've got to get on with it. Big thanks to the Dons for coming down. I'm sure they'll smash everything that they entered this year. Be sure to check out their YouTube channel as well. Link is in the description. But until then, don't forget to subscribe to us. Drop a like on the video, and we will see you in the next one.